Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time, when we left off, I had wrapped up the Yavin Station DLC and found myself parked here on the unknown world, trapped, unable to figure things out, needing to shut down a disruptor field and all kinds of other stuff. So let's head out to the central beach. Let's bring Jolie and Juhani, as we do. Let me make a couple of new anchor saves. Every time I have to switch PCs, I have to manually copy over saves. It makes it a lot easier if I just do it with the quick save, but then I need to remember to make other anchors after I go. Alright, let's check out the central beach. Right over here we have a battered footlocker, advanced repair kits, and advanced med packs. Okay. Debated there for sure.
What?
We got Gizka. Filling in my mini-map at the moment. Cutscene already. Cotton Warrior. Prepare to be force waved. Alright, let's check. Let's see about Mantle of the Force. And it's definitely upping the ante on some of my stuff. I'm interested in Juhani's Heart of the Guardian, too. Oh, we rocked them. You have defeated the murderous animals. We thank you, human, for saving us. No problem. Well, they attacked me first. If your arrival had not been so fortuitously timed, we would have been in great danger. We thank you again for saving us. What are you doing here? We had crashed here when our mining survey vessel encountered some strange sort of energy field. It disrupted our engine and power system and forced us to make a crash landing on this world. Our ship sank far out to sea, but a handful of us were able to make it to this island. More than you see here, though. Where are the rest of your companions? Many have been killed at the hands of the locals. A few tried to swim to one of the closer islands, but we have not heard from them in many days. Of the 10 of us who remained here, we too are the only remaining survivors. The native creatures killed the others. They attack any they come across. They are barbaric savages who feast upon the bodies of the dead. The only beings who crash here that can hold them off are the Mandalorians, and we dare not go near them. We know of their depredations too well. There are Mandalorians here. Yes, there are. More than you might think, although that may just be because they aren't killed as easily as we are. With their weapons, they raid and kill other survivors and can fight off the natives as well. They seem to have some sort of invisibility or light cloaking shield that hides them until they strike. Where are they? They are north of here by a large temple structure. We dare not approach it, for they would surely kill us. But we cannot delay here much longer. The longer we stay, the more likely either the Mandalorians or the natives will find us and kill us. Why don't you try to get to one of the other islands? I believe that would be the best choice. The others have not returned, but it may be because they could find no way to. It would be worth the risk rather than stay here and face certain death. I thank you one last time, human, for saving us. We shall remember you and hope that should you escape, you will tell the Republic of those of us stranded here. And there they go. Journal entry added. You've crashed on a small uncharted planet. In order to escape, you'll need to find some new stabilizers to repair the Ebon Hawk, and you'll have to find some way to disable the disruptor field that caused you to crash in the first place. You've encountered some Duros who crashed on this world as well. They were about to be attacked by a fierce group of natives. What other creatures might call this world home? Well, a most excellent question. I think our only damage in that fight was from a grenade. Alright. Still, let's scope out the remains. There aren't any. Grand. Cotton Warrior. Here we go. Yeah, get wrecked! It really bothers me that they're still able to, like, do an action. You know what I mean? Even after I stun them. So, like, well, they still chucked the grenade, or they still did their heal, or whatever the action is. Interesting side note, lore tidbit, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure many of you have noticed that this species, Rakatans, are the same as the prisoner in the box that played the riddle game with us before we handed it off to Mata the Hutt. Alright, let's see. Southeast first. This is where the hidden evil Mandalorians are. Kill them and take their shit. It's not murder if they attack you first, which we know they're going to. Temple exterior. Wow, that's quick. This is a pretty small map, I guess. Oh, for God's sake. Thank you. Alright. Well, I guess we're not going to fill in this this map, just yet. We'll go here first, because this is where the Mandalorians are. So, then maybe it's like a subsection? Hard to say for sure. Young Ranker? Rakatan Elite Warrior? Oh man, this sounds serious. $500. Wow. That's just a regular Rakatan warrior. Just what exactly is the Rancor immune to? That's the question I have. Boom, roasted. Oh, but wait, there's more. Wild Rancor. My goodness. Shit's getting rowdy in a hurry. I guess I should stasis them, because they seem to be immune to Force Wave. Are we calm? Everybody good? Alright, let's heal up. That was at least a nice dose of experience. Alright. More Rancors over here. Which is pretty fucking wild. Not gonna lie. They're mini Rancors, though. Stasis. Fuck you. Huh?
That is what a Jedi can do.
There's a level up for Juhani and Jolie.
See what you got.
Juhani seems insanely strong with the Heart of the Guardian installed. Like, whoa. Alright. Well, by all means, let's gain a couple levels. We'll do Jolie first, because I think this is the yawn, treat injury. Oh, he gets a feat. That's pretty wild. I guess I'll give him Master Toughness. Not much else to do. But the power, this is exciting. He finally gets Force Storm. And then for Juhani, skills are Awareness and Treat Injury. For the feat, let's see. I don't care about Jedi Defense. Weapon Focus Lightsaber wouldn't be bad. Because I think she's got everything else I actually care about. Improved Conditioning would also be decent, but I'm going to give her Weapon Focus Lightsaber. And for powers... That's an interesting question. I think I'll give her... I'll give her Force Breach. Not that I really expect her... Not that I really anticipate her ever doing much with Force powers anyway, but, you know, I'll give her something.
What?
Alright. These maps are little, which, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm totally fine with. It seems we probably can't get through whatever this force field is. There's a powerful energy shield that prevents you from passing. Fair enough. Not exactly ambiguous. We're not getting in there yet, whatever it is. Here come the cloaked Mandalorians. Force wave! Get wrecked! So many grenades. Why? Can I not move? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I literally cannot move. Come on now. There you go. Much better. Oh hey! Check it out, Revan's level 20. Level cap, bitches. Journal entry added.
As I can do.
Take that!
Is what a Jedi can do.
Mandalorian elite.
What a Jedi.
Now let's heal everyone. Let's check the journal as well. Invisible Mandalorians. You were ambushed by some Mandalorians. They thought they could defeat you, but you proved them wrong. I mean, one of the most simple and awesome quest descriptions I've ever seen, frankly. Alright, let's check for remains. I'm sure there are plenty. A Mandalorian power shield. I have seen those before. What else we got? Mandalorian power shield. Adrenal stamina and a frag grenade. Mandalorian head and Mandalorian assault armor. This is the head of the leader of the Mandalorian warriors who were killing the Rakatan scouts. Mandalorian assault armor. Feats required armor proficiency heavy. Defense bonus 13. Max dexterity bonus plus 0. Damage resistance resist 25 versus cold. Damage resistance resist 25 versus fire. This was the armor of the Mandalorian elite frontline troops, a sight that Republic soldiers were all too familiar with during the war. Alright, let's go ahead and take Revan's last level. Wisdom to 21. Persuade to 23. Final power. Oh my, what's it gonna be? Stasis field seems most useful. Let's do it. Alright. Well, Revan's at the level cap. Experience points are no longer any good. I think the game is going to stop giving us credits, because those are useless to us at this point now as well. Where does this go? South Beach. Alright, that's a new area we don't need to visit just yet. We'll be back here. For now, we're going to go back to the Central Beach and take the other path off the fork. Yahoo! North Beach. Hello. Stay your weapons, interloper. We are not here for battle or blood. We bring you an invitation from the One, great champion of the Rakata. Rakata? The One? What are you talking about?
Wait a minute. Do you understand these creatures? You must have learned their language when you came here in search of the secrets to the Starforge. Back when you were still Revan.
You have used strange magics and weapons to slaughter our raiding parties, interloper. You have bathed in the blood of fierce Rakatan warriors. Your power and skill in battle has impressed the One. He wishes an audience with you, a great honor. Come with us now and we will take you to him. Who is the One? What's going on here? The One is the leader of our tribe, the great champion of the Rakata. He has feasted on the flesh of many foes. Come with us and we will take you to him now. Okay, take me to the One. Revan, somehow I knew we would meet again. Even when you vanished, I knew you would not forget the vow you swore to me. And when my scouts told me of a great warrior from the sky slaughtering our raiding parties with mysterious powers and magics, I knew you had at last returned. Vow? I don't remember any vow. Your words are confusing. I recognize you. You are the one called Revan. You are the one who came here before. You and Malik, the one who served you. You promised to slay our enemy. In exchange for our aid, you swore to destroy the Elders and bring us their secrets. Are you saying this means nothing to you now? My mind was destroyed. My memories were lost. I believe you, Revan. I sense there is something different about you, something that has changed. You are not the same as you were before. Yet the power of magic, what you call the Force, is within you still. You can still destroy the Elders and fulfill your vow. What was this vow, exactly? You vowed to kill the elders and bring us the secret knowledge they protect. In exchange, we promised to use this lost knowledge to help you enter the Temple of the Ancients. When you vanished, we thought you had forgotten us or been killed by the elders. Now that you have returned, our alliance still holds. Destroy the elders and we will help you. Temple of the Ancients? I still don't remember anything. I suppose that if what you say is true, that you cannot remember when you were last here, then you must have many questions. Very well, Revan. I will help you to understand, and then you will destroy the Elders' tribe and fulfill the oath you swore to us long ago. You should probably start with the last time I was here. You arrived with Malak, your servant, 3 of your galactic standard years ago. My scouts saw your sky ship plummet to the Earth and they went to loot the crash site. They tried to take you prisoner, but you unleashed your magic, what you called the Force, upon them. Seeing your power, they bowed before you and brought you here to me. You used your power to rip the Rakata language from my mind, even as you drove Basic into our skulls so we could help you in your quest to find something called the Star Forge. But the answers you sought lay within the Temple of the Ancients, and we could not help you enter the temple. The Elders alone hold its secrets, guarding them with their very lives. You say my ship crashed. Was it because of the disruptor field? I know nothing of this disruptor field, but throughout the history of our tribe, ships have fallen from the sky. It has always been this way, though in recent generations it has become more frequent. We have little understanding of such magic to make metal fly, but my scouts rush to take whatever we can carry from the crash sites in the hopes we may one day unlock these secrets. This was how we acquired our Rancor war beasts. Several very young specimens were recovered from a crashed vessel. We raised them to adulthood, training and breeding them to be loyal beasts of war. I need parts to repair my ship. That I cannot help you with. Although we have recovered many strange devices from the sky, ships that crash to the Earth, their use is a mystery to us. As a show of good faith, I will allow you to search the stores of our tribe and take whatever you find. In exchange, I know you will destroy the Elders and bring the secrets they guard back to me. Tell me about the Temple of the Ancients. There is little I can tell you about the temple. I know the secrets of our ancestors are contained within, but the temple itself is barred to us. When last you were here, you and Malak sought to enter the temple. You sought ancient knowledge and a way to escape this world within its stone walls. But only the Elders know how to bypass the barrier that surrounds it. Destroy them and bring back their secrets to us, and we will help you enter the temple. That was our agreement. Tell me more about the Elders. The Elders guard the ancient secrets. Within their compound is the knowledge of power and magic, including the knowledge of how to enter the temple itself. I have lost many warriors storming the gates of their compound, but they use weapons of light and fire against us, and not even our war beasts are strong enough to breach their defenses. Sometimes we can capture an Elder when they venture forth from their compound, and we have learned something about them. That is how we know they guard the ancient secrets. But no matter what tortures we inflict upon them, they will not reveal their secrets to us. They fear the knowledge they themselves guard, and they will never willingly surrender it to us. I don't see any other choice, so I'll help you. The compound of the Elders is to the south, beyond the Temple of the Ancients. From torturing the few Elders we have captured, we know something of what lies beyond the gates. The Elders are few in number. If you can get past the exterior defenses, you could surely slaughter them all. Then you can bring us back the knowledge they guard. So where is this information? Is it in some kind of computer? Computer? That is a word our prisoners have used. When we forced them to explain it to us, they said this computer was some type of thinking machine. More magic we cannot understand. Before they died, some prisoners did speak of such a machine inside their compound, but I do not believe it has anything to do with the secrets they are trying to protect. Why do you think that? There was one prisoner, an Elder whose mind broke beneath our tortures. He raved of ancient rituals, of lost power and forgotten secrets. Unfortunately, most of his dying screams made no sense. Yet in his last hours he spoke of a book, an ancient tome that recorded the most powerful knowledge of the Elders, and detailed the rituals that could unleash the secrets. I am certain this ancient tome will allow me to unleash what has for so long been hidden by the Elders. Bring me this book and I will use the knowledge within it to help you enter the temple. I'll be back when I get that book. When you have it, bring it here to me. Until then, you may move freely about our village. I will be waiting for your return. Journal entry added, 1000 XP received. Trapped on a nameless world. The One, leader of a Rakata tribe, has made a deal with you. He has agreed to help you enter the temple if you slaughter another Rakatan tribe known as the Elders. He wants you to go to their compound near the temple and bring back an ancient tome in exchange for his help. Alright, let's see what we got. Rakatan Elite Warrior. The Lore Master will surely be interested in the stories you have gained since leaving us last, Revan. You betrayed us last time you were here, Revan. Do not let this happen again. The One has said that we must let you aid yourself to what we may have so that you may overcome the Elders. Sure. This is probably the way out, but I want to explore anyway. A Rakata. The war against the Elders will soon be over with you on our side. When we have defeated the Elders, then at last we can leave this cursed island. The Elders have held us up here long enough. Now, with your help, we can at last break this stalemate. The One has decreed that you may claim any piece you wish from the treasures we have collected from the ships that fell from the sky, Revan. As a reward for slaying our hated enemy, you may search our cache for whatever parts you need to repair your ship, Revan. The One is studying the secrets of the Red Rakata. In time, he will use them to unlock the knowledge trapped within the Temple of the Ancients. Okay. Sure. Lot of Rakata. Settlement exit. Alright, that takes us back to the North Beach. That's definitely good to know. For God's sake, Juhani.
Yes?
Yes?
Luo. Alright, let's search these wicker bins. Construction kit, hyper-adrenal strength, hyper-adrenal alacrity. Wicker footlocker, hyper-adrenal strength, hyper-adrenal alacrity, some computer spikes. Hyper-adrenal strength, construction kit, hyper-adrenal stamina. Let's talk to Luo. You are the one who defeated our warriors in combat, aren't you? The one who wields the magic to defeat the Elders. I wield the Force, yes. It is glorious to see such a power come to our aid when all was thought lost here on this God's forsaken island. To be able to command the elements in such a way is awesome to behold, and must be even more so to wield. I think you misunderstand what the Force is. I am sorry for not comprehending your great powers. What then are they? The Force is a power that flows from all life in the universe. It flows from life. It connects all living beings in the universe. All beings are connected through some sort of life force. You are truly great in your power and your wisdom. I can't wait to see what havoc your magics will wreak on the Elders. Okay. I'm sure if I could have gotten dark points there, maybe. Okay. little bit more loot. Nothing too awesome, but that's alright. Wouldn't expect it, really. Ricotta. Lore Master Gyarshi. Greetings, Revan. I am Gyarshi, the lore master of our tribe. I am the keeper of our histories and chronicler of the conquests of the One. You are a lore master? What do you do, memorize books? The position of lore master is a sacred and respected one among our people. We are the keepers of history, the ones who pass down the traditions of our people. I am here to chronicle the conquests and achievements of the One. I have followed his exploits for many years, and yours as well. Mine? When last you came to this island, the One had just arrived with his army. We spoke then, as now, and you told me of your travels and stories about the worlds beyond ours. You spoke of the magical force you wielded, which gave you power over the elements. But then you left us and went back to the stars, never to be heard from again. We wondered what had happened, what could have gone wrong, but could do nothing against you or the elders. Do you not hate me for leaving your people before? It does not matter to me what path you choose. History flows in mysterious ways, and my task is only to witness and remember which course it takes. Your actions then, as now, are memories to be passed on to future generations. When you are dead and gone, your memories shall remain with us. Can you tell me of the history of your people? What of our people would you like to know? Tell me how your people came to be. In the times before our most ancient histories, there was nothing you could call the Rakatan people. They were unintelligent proto-Rakata wandering the surface of this world. Spawned from the womb of this world, they were gifted with the brilliance of thought, but not tempered with the wisdom to use it. When the gods of the sky first spoke to them, the ground shook and heaved, and fires raced across the surface of the world. They fled beneath the ground to escape the calamity and dwelled there for some time. At last the gods spoke to them in dreams, dreams of the surface and the light. They re-emerged from the ground and found the land much changed around them. Gone were the plains and valleys they had known. Instead, there were islands stretching across the breadth of the world. The world had been remade for them by the gods of the sky, and they gave thanks in fear and gratitude. Tell me of the gods you mentioned. The world is ruled by the gods of the earth and sky, both living and dead. When the sky gods remade the world, the gods of the earth, who had sheltered and protected the Rakata, were gone. Whether dead or asleep, they have not been heard from again. Nor do the gods in the sky listen to our pleas any longer, although we can still see their lights gleam in the heavens. So we mortal Rakata are left here to our own devices, to make the future we demand for ourselves. Tell me of your first civilizations. Back in the days of the First Awakening, when our people rose from the ground and brought the light of civilization to our new world, our people spread far and wide across all the islands. Among these peoples, there were some that rose to greatness on the largest islands, Rakatans of vision and forethought who built great monuments to themselves and their leaders. But these cultures did not know their true strengths. They did not draw upon the knowledge of their past to feed their present. Of course, these cultures, with their centers of learning and their great temples, collapsed in riots and chaos, burning their cultures from the world in an orgy of violence. It was 1,000 years of darkness before the light of First Empire rose upon the blood of the past. Tell me of the First Empire. With the first civilizations of our people destroyed and chaos and anarchy sweeping the islands, it seemed that a time of darkness had descended upon us that would never end. But a strong nation of survivors yet endured. On one of the smaller islands near the equatorial regions, they had not forgotten the oldest traditions, those learned from the gods of the earth while we dwelt beneath the surface. Taking the knowledge of their elders and passing their wisdom and skills on to the next generation by eating their flesh, they built a culture unrivaled throughout history, greater even than your vaunted republic. For millennia, this empire stood, uniting the many islands of our world into one cohesive whole, each generation passing its strength on to the one that followed. But fate was unkind to these great Rakata, these first ones of our kind to rise above savagery and create a true, lasting civilization. Tell me what happened to the first empire. Our skin had been hardened and turned black from the time our people spent beneath the surface, but always at the fringes of society there were rumors. Rumors of those of other colors who survived above the surface while we dwelt below. We can pinpoint no direct cause for the collapse of the First Empire, but it was swift and total. What had taken centuries to build and was maintained for thousands of years disappeared within 10, perhaps 20 years. From the ancient cities we have examined, there was much fighting and death, as well as fires that burned bright and hot enough to melt the stones of their palaces to glass. Also, in scattered fragments and records, we have heard of a people being found, a people unlike the Rakata but taking our form, who waged a monumental war that tore civilization apart. What this war was, or who those beings were, we do not know, but they are the demons of our legends now. We believe them to be gone, wiped out in that vast conflagration, but we cannot know for sure. What happened after the collapse of the First Empire? Our civilization lapsed back into savagery. We were no longer the great people of centuries past. Brother turned on brother, tribesman on tribesman, until all fought and sought to destroy each other. The legacy of the final war and the collapse that came after it still echo with us today. We are still a fractured people. Many tribes dwell on these islands, warring with each other constantly. Each seeks to grow its own strength, absorbing that of its enemies through their flesh cut down in battle, but none has been strong enough to exert their influence over more than a handful of islands. Until now, that is. We are now in the midst of a great war of reformation, of reclamation. Tell me of the War of Reformation. Before, none were strong enough to bind together the tribes and unite them towards a common goal, but that changed. Now we do have a leader, and under him we have swept across the islands, conquering all who have stood before us. This leader, is it the One? Over the last 20 years, we have conquered over 100 islands, both large and small. The One has led us to victory where none have before, further strengthening us with the blood of our enemies. We have subjugated many tribes as well, their warriors joining ours in our great crusade. But recently, things have not gone so well. More and more outsiders fall from the sky and kill our people. More and more tribes resist us or even rebel. It has taken a great part of our strength to resist, but under the One we shall prevail. Nothing shall stop him from forming the Second Empire. What is the One doing here, then? We heard of the temple on this island, the Temple of the Ancients, a building the like of which has not been seen anywhere else. A place of great power, it was reputed, with great guardians as well. The One came here with an army to see this temple and seize it for our cause, but we were met with strange and powerful magics which have defeated us at every turn. So now the One sits here and broods on his troubles, listening only to the messengers who bear his orders to all corners of his territory. If only the riddle of the temple could be solved and its guardian elders removed, then he would consume their flesh and knowledge and bring unity to our people. It is my sincere hope as well that you can help us with our great task. Tell me of the One. The great story of the One would take many days to tell in its entirety. It is my specialty, of course. What would you like to know of his great story? Tell me how he was raised. Born to poverty, raised in a hovel with no elders to guide him and share their strength with him, he had nothing to rely on but himself. But in his weakness, he was uniquely destined for strength and the burdens it carries with it. Even in his youth, it was obvious that the One was destined for greatness. When but a youngling, he defeated one of the strange blue-armored warriors who fell from the sky and feasted upon him. The respect from his battle gave him the step he needed to go forward on a path that has led him ever upward since. Tell me of how he came to power, or tell me how he was raised. Tell me of how he came to power. By adulthood, the One was held in awe by those of his tribe as both a warrior and a leader. When he challenged the chieftain of his tribe, no one doubted that he would prevail. The chieftain could see, and knowing that the one would bring the tribe into greatness, offered himself up without a fight. The tribe fed well and was stronger for his sacrifice. Under the leadership of the One, his tribe conquered all others on the island, capturing and subduing their warriors, feasting on their chieftains, and growing his own army at the same time. He was truly a force that could not be stopped, a leader unlike any we have seen in our history. He will be the one to unite us all. Tell me of his conquests. After he had conquered his own island and his army had grown to a large size, he turned his eyes towards the nearest other islands in the archipelago. With each island that fell to him, his army grew stronger, his wisdom greater with each chief given up to him, and his vision of a future for our people brighter. Before long, he had conquered every island in a month's sailing and had armies expanding in every direction. It seemed that nothing would stand against him then. But we heard of the Temple of the Ancients here on this forgotten island at the edge of the true sea, and the One was intrigued. It was a place of power, to be sure, and none could doubt its significance. Driven by portents and omens, we came to this island with 1,000 of his finest warriors, and here we stay. We cannot leave while the temple stands unopened, but we cannot enter while the elders stand against us, and the One sits each day brooding on the fate that has led us to this impasse. I'd like to know something else. What of our people would you like to know? I must go now. If you must, I shall remain here as I always do, listening to those who wish to speak, and remembering. 1,600 experience. Just for listening to him. That's not bad. I need to end this episode soon. Clearing this place out is going to be a pretty good stopping point. But I'd like to go back here and I guess I should have explored that central area first. Oh well. It's alright. We'll do that right quick. So far, I have not found any parts to repair a ship. I didn't expect Revan to hit level 20 that soon. Guess it's a good thing there's not really any side content left. Portcullis. Locked. I'm gonna feel silly if this is just a bunch of locked... Oh, hey! Alright, containers. Zabrak combat suit, 2 strength gauntlets, Mandalorian melee shield, light scan visor, energy shield, Ariadu stealth unit, combat suit, Arcanian energy shield. Just need to make sure... anything I have here is actually... Ariadu Stealth Unit. Skills, Stealth plus 6. This sophisticated Ariadu Stealth Mode unit expertly camouflages the user. Opponents must make an awareness check versus user Stealth skill plus 6 or remain unaware of them. The user must have paid points into the Stealth skill to gain the use of Stealth Mode. Combat disrupts the field, but mundane tasks do not. That's pretty good. Many goodies. I wonder what that lever does. Verpine Demolitions Probe, Sensor Probe, Life Support Packs, Carbonite Projector, Battle Stimulant, Antidote Kits. Cage Lever. Opens the cages. Actually makes a lot of sense. Sensor Probe. Feats required droid upgrade class 1, skills demolitions plus 2. This basic probe improves the droid's demolitions capabilities, allowing for more sensitive adjustments of volatile substances. A droid must have basic demolition software, paid points into the skill to benefit from this item. Verpine Demolitions Probe. Feats required droid upgrade class 2, skills demolitions plus 4. Wartime contracts over the last 40 years saw a great deal of money poured into Verpine droid modifications, particularly in the area of demolitions. A droid must have basic demolition software, paid points into the skill to benefit from this item. Carbonite Projector. Feats required, droid upgrade class 2, uses 10 of 10, damage cold 20 points, on hit, paralyze 100% for 9 seconds, save DC 15 for half damage, paralyze reduced to 3 seconds, range medium. Charges. Using this item consumes 1 charge. This item is automatically discarded after all available charges are consumed. Items that have charges do not stack in inventory. The inverse of a flamethrower, this weapon uses a carbonite freezing technique to supercool synthetic compounds hurled at a target. This unconventional weapon has not yet seen widespread use. Alright, a few more. Wookiee Warblade, Poison Grenade, Crystal Green, Deadly Plasma Mine. I think these are new too. Damage, heat, 72 points. Area of effect, 3.3 meter radius. Save, DC 25 for half damage. The most damaging plasma mine available, this item throws intense heat over a wide radius. Wookiee Warblade. Feats required, weapon proficiency, melee weapons. Damage, physical 1 to 10, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2. Though initially they might seem cumbersome, Wookiee Warblades are actually a very efficient design. Kept in continual motion, they can cut a swath through almost anything. Almost done. Two more containers, looks like. What about that last wicker footlocker, or wicker bin? Sith Tremor Sword, Rakatan Battle Wand, Stun Baton, Quarterstaff, Medium Repeating Blaster, Mandalorian Heavy Repeater, Zabrak Tystel Mark III, Bothan Droid Disruptor, Jedi Master Robe, and Mandalorian Battle Armor. Quarterstaff. Feats required, weapon proficiency, melee weapons, damage, physical 1 to 6, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2. Usually just a smooth staff of wood or light alloys, this is a very simple weapon of ancient design. Rakatan Battle Wand. Feats required, weapon proficiency, melee weapons, damage, physical 3 to 3, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2. On hit, stun 50% chance, 6 seconds, DC 14, attack modifier plus 2. Special, upgradable melee. Weighted to fit a Rakatan grip, this item is most like a stun baton. It seems more adaptable than one of Republic issue, though similar high-density cells make it unwieldy and unusable with weapons in the offhand. Stun baton. Definitely seen that before. Or have I? Feats required, weapon proficiency, melee weapons. Damage, physical 1 to 1, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2. On hit, stun 25% chance, 6 seconds, DC 10. A common weapon, stun batons do minimal damage but can incapacitate a target. The high-density cells needed for repeated discharge are unwieldy, making it unusable in the offhand. Sith Tremor Sword. Feats required, weapon proficiency, melee weapons, damage physical 4 to 14, damage bonus plus 2 sonic, critical threat 19 to 20 times 2, attack modifier plus 2. Traced to the Bladeborn, a Sith offshoot dedicated to sword mastery, these cortosis-laced weapons were given to Master Blades who survived no less than 10 lightsaber-wielding warriors in combat. Zabrak Tystel Mark III. Weapon proficiency, feats required, weapon proficiency, blaster pistol. Damage, energy 3 to 10, damage bonus plus 2 physical, range 23 meters. Critical threat 20 to 20 times 2. Balanced plus 2 plus 0 versus 2 weapon penalty if used in the offhand. Attack modifier plus 2. The Zabrak killed many pirates who were attempting to seize shipments of these weapons, and then sold them on the black market anyway. It's not a matter of where they end up, but of who gets paid. Bothan Droid Disruptor. Feats required, weapon proficiency, blaster rifle, damage ion 2 to 7, ion plus 2 to 12 versus droid. Range 28 meters, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2, attack modifier plus 1. Droids can be difficult obstacles for a spy, but these weapons take all the guesswork out of dealing with them. Medium repeating blaster. Feats required, weapon proficiency, heavy weapons, damage, energy 2 to 9, range 28 meters, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2, attack modifier plus 1. Weapons such as this are not usually available for public purchase. They are best utilized during quick troop deployment and other situations where rapid suppressing fire is required. Mandalorian Heavy Repeater. Feats required, weapon proficiency, heavy weapons, damage, energy 1 to 10, damage bonus plus 1 to 4 ion, range 28 meters, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2, attack modifier plus 1. With this weapon, the Mandalorians again demonstrate a complete lack of subtlety. The only thing better than a big blaster, apparently, is one that shoots faster. And with that, I'm going to have to go ahead and end this episode. I've gotten myself into a little bit of a hurry, so I'm gonna give my spiel as we walk to the exit. This has been Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you will give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to discuss this or any of my other content, the best place to do so is my Discord server. There is a link to the server in the video description. If the link doesn't work, please contact me directly and I will be more than happy to send you an invite. If you care to support me or the channel, the best way apart from liking and subscribing is through my Patreon page. That link is also in the video description. Patreon supporters get to nominate and vote for the games they would like to see me play on the channel. KOTOR itself is one such game. After a game is chosen, I play it through all the way to the end, and then I have my supporters choose another. It's a pretty straightforward process. If you want to get involved, you certainly have the option. Regardless, I really do want to thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and attention. I am grateful for them. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.